Hey, Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim, Machawadash, the ones of apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone, and Shalom to brothers in the highways and byways, doing the works sincerely and faithfully, continually fighting that good fight of faith. Likewise, also for you sisters out there who truly trust and believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. May He watch over you and cover you as well. All right. So I'm going to bring up a couple articles and bring up a couple of scriptures and go from there. All right. So this is from the Tasman News Agency. It says Bank of America issues warning over U.S. dollar collapse. Now, the date on this is March 7, 2024. But how much more are we closer to it now? It being October. Okay? Actually, August, being August. So it reads, to run. It said, amid economic turbulence, Bank of America has issued a warning about the possible U.S. dollar collapse, and they know it to be true. All right, and these these so-called top elites, they know that the dollar is coming to an end. Not only do they know, but they're the ones who put this ball in motion. All right. It says, moreover, this allows the BRICS groups of emerging economies to spread the de-dollarization initiative across the world. All right. So this is picking up steam, man. And the only ones who are going to be shocked by this are the so-called American people. Because you truly aren't being told or made aware of the dire condition of this dollar. All right. And you so-called, economic analysts, you're making videos and you're talking about, these things will never happen, that the American dollar will always be the reserve currency. You better wake the hell up, man. You people better wake up. Before you know it, you're going to be sitting there with your hands on top of your head, screaming and crying like, why, when the dollar finally collapsed, man. All right. The U.S. national debt is now rising by $1 trillion every 100 days since 2023. Now, can you imagine that? That's unthinkable, man. It's unthinkable what the debt, of America is right now. Okay? $1 trillion every 100 days. So it's going to have to collapse, man. That's the only way that America is going to be able to sustain itself, is if this dollar collapses. Okay? It says, the uncontrolled debt could lead to a financial disaster wreaking havoc not only in the U.S. but across the world. Right. And across the world means what? Because America is the reserve currency. You're going to have certain issues and skirmishes here and there. But at the end of the day, America being the dollar being the reserve currency of the world, it's going to get ugly, man. It says, BRICS and other developing countries are worried that the U.S. dollar debt could make their native economies crash. Keeping the U.S. dollar in reserve is now seen as a threat that could undo years of financial stability. Says the U.S. dollar national debt now touched a new high of $34.4 trillion and is barely under control. Elected representatives at the Capitol Hill and officials from Federal Reserves are unable to tame the ever-growing debt, Watch Guru reported. Bank of America warned in the last piece that the U.S. dollar and the economy faces a blowout year in 2024, and we still in 2024, man. It could very well be the end of the dollar, man. It says the growing national debt is the main reason why the U.S. economy could be poised to head south. All right. U.S. national debt is rising by $1 trillion every 100 days. Michael Harnett, chief strategist of Bank of America, wrote. Harnett warned that the collapse of the U.S. dollar is imminent if the debt grows out of control this year. This doesn't end well, wrote Geneva Roger Decter, a former asset manager at the Grit Capital. Also, BRICS is now waiting for a possible U.S. dollar decline and could advance with a new currency in the global market. All right? So there you have it, man. There you have it. It's inevitable that this thing is going to go down. This thing is going to show its ass. All right? And now this is another news outlet, which is Forbes. It says U.S. dollar death spirals, crisis fears grows after Bank of America issues shocking $1 trillion every 100 days warning amid a huge Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto price boom. All right, so I just read that other article. I'm not going to get into this one as well, but it's pretty much is just echoing the same thing we just read. All right, you people are going to wake up one morning, man, and it's going to be over. It's going to be over. You're going to be scratching your head trying to go get some gas and trying to go get something from the store, and it's going to be done, man. These things that are taking place because they've already been strategized and put in this place. This is Habakkuk 2:6. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Right? So we understand and know that America is piling on the debt, man. Piling on. And which is now known as thick clay. Heavy debt. All right? $1 trillion every 100 days. It has to go down. It has to collapse. In order for this country to sustain itself, these things gotta happen, man. Okay? Jeremiah 51:9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go every one to his own country. For her judgments has reached to heaven and is lifted up even to the skies. All right? How would they have healed Babylon? The only thing that can really heal Babylon, man. But I'll say this: nothing can heal Babylon. But in the eyes of the simple, they believe by getting a new president, getting the debt down, all these things they believe they're going to be able to heal America. But it is written, O virgin daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed. All right? So there's no bounce back. There's no recovery. There's no stimulus package that's going to put this place back on track, man. And this is why we have been set up as watchmen, to prophesy the downfall of this place. Some people out there just don't want Babylon to be destroyed, man. They want to be slaves to this system for the rest of their lives. It's a damn shame. Nahum 3:1, it says, woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. All right? America is that bloody city. It is now that bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. Everything they speak about, everything they do is a lie, man. right down even to this dollar, even to the financial stability of America. They still want you to believe that America is still in great shape. Okay? This place is not in great shape. It's fit to be destroyed. It's fit to collapse. All right? James 5 and 1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Right? Now, when the financial structure implodes on itself, what do you think is gonna happen, man? There's not the spirit of America will never ever be the same. You're gonna see when the stock market crashes now, if these people don't get out and sell off their shit and try to salvage a little bit of something, you're gonna see the suicide rate's gonna go through the roof, man. The homicide rate's gonna go through the roof, man. And this is why the scriptures tell you, and suddenly the sown places shall appear unsown. This is exactly what's going to make this place unsown. The death of the financial structure. Continuing, it says, your riches are corrupt, and your garments are moth-eaten. Okay? Are moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and ye shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Right? So anything that you're doing, man, this is it. This is the last hurrah. This is the last, so-called stand that these Babylonians here in Babylon, they're going to have. You have heaped treasures together for the last days. It's it. Don't think for 1 minute that you're going to be able to, strategize or put something in place where you're going to rise above and be this new so-called American system. All right, they're gonna issue the MOT. All right, and once that gets issued, Lord willing, it's just a few short time, that those thermonuclear missiles get shot. And these are the things we look forward to, man. These are the things that we pray about. These are the things that we meditate on. All right? This is the only thing that's going to really lift your spirits up, knowing that we have been given the ability to prophesy and speak about the fall of one of the greatest countries that was on the planet Earth, man. They profess themselves to be that great country, and the Lord has gave us the authority to speak against it. Down with this system, all right? Down with the structure, down with the rulers and the leaders of this darkness in this kingdom. All right? So as each passing day goes by, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. We're getting closer and closer to the economic crisis that they speak about. And when it hits, you people best be prepared and you best be ready, because it's gonna be like nothing's ever been on the planet Earth. Think about it. When the financial system finally collapse, right? A country that has based its wealth and its status off of its financial, foundation. What do you think is gonna happen, man? What do you think is gonna happen? So we of the hopeful elect, We're going to come out as we have been commanded to do and continue to warn you, continue to feed you, continue to give you the things that are necessity for these last days to sustain yourself. As the scripture says, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. All right. And this is where we get our ability to speak to you and let you know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai with the wisdom and knowledge of this Bible. All right. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. I'll see you on another one.